Narendra Modi-led fascist Indian government is deploying more troops in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to suppress the Kashmiris' ongoing struggle for freedom for their homeland from India's illegal occupation. According to Kashmir Media Service, deployment of 150 additional companies of paramilitary troops has already been made in different parts of the occupied territory. 200 more companies of the troops will be deployed before the 15th of this month in the name of security of Hindu pilgrims during the annual Amarnath Yatra commencing on the 30th of this month. These troops are in addition to the 1.3 million Indian military, paramilitary and police personnel already deployed in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to subdue the Kashmiris' freedom sentiment. On the other hand, tension prevails in Srirangapatna town in Mandya district of the Indian state of Karnataka after members of Hindutva organizations announced that they will enter the main mosque of Jamia Masjid on Saturday and perform puja there. The Hindutva organizations have also decided to approach the court to demand a survey of the masjid on the lines of Gyanvati Mosque. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, an Indian soldier injured in a blast in Shopian district succumbed to his injuries in military hospital in the territory. At least 3 Indian troops of 15 Garhwal were critically injured in an explosion which took place inside a vehicle hired by troops in Sidao area of Shopian district. According to research report by Kashmir Media Service, everyday killings have debunked the Modi regime's normalcy narrative in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and return to normalcy mantra fly directly in the face of Indian regime in the wake of civilian killings in the occupied territory. Daily killings claimed as 32 innocent Kashmiris in the just concluding month of May in Kashmir, adding Indian claims of returning normalcy to Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir is nothing but a cruel joke. Maulvi Bashir Ahmed Irfani, in a statement issued in Srinagar on the eve of International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression, said the United Nations and international human rights organizations must also pay attention to the Kashmiri children. He lamented that in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, everyday children are being picked up and locked up in army camps and police stations where they are subjected to torture and inhumane treatment. On the other hand, posters have appeared in Bandipora area to record the Kashmiris' protest against the divisive policies of Hindutva, RSS, BJP in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The posters displayed by Jammu and Kashmir's Sadai Mazloom in Bandipora read, "Save Bandipora from Hindutva, RSS, BJP, killer BJP, no, and one who supports BJP is a big traitor of Kashmir." The People's Democratic Party President Mehbooba Mufti has hit out at the authorities for not returning mortal remains of Amir Magre in disregard to the orders of the High Court. Indian troops had martyred 4 civilians including Amir Magre, Altaf Ahmed Butt and Dr. Mudassir Gul in a staged encounter in Hyderpura area of Srinagar on November 15, 2021. The United States Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has highlighted rising attacks in India at the release of the US State Department's annual report on international religious freedom. This is the second time in less than 2 months that the United States has directly expressed uneasiness about a rising trend in human rights violations in India. While concerns about rising violations of human rights in India are listed routinely in the annual editions of the report, they have never been mentioned orally by the top diplomat of the US State Department till now.